Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aged Out Reacts with the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Mike Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
And today we start our Independent Open coverage. Going to do a couple videos and cover probably 4, maybe 5 if we do Q2. We'll see if we get around to that or have time to do it. But we're going to do the 3 medalists, and then was Civitas? Civitas got 4, so we'll do them as well. Saw them live in the lot, so we figure we'll check out what they're doing. I think there's a couple videos, but open class can be a little more difficult to find content for, unfortunately, because it deserves credit because, as I told you in the lot, it's got a lot better.
Yeah, way better. And
it is. My mind was kind of blown at the quality of open compared to what I remember it being 10 years ago, or 5 even.
And just the size of the ensembles, like the quality and the volume of the groups.
Yeah, so before we jump in, go check out the podcast on all podcast services. Comment, like, subscribe. What do you think of these open class groups we're watching? Are we dumb, smart? Blah, blah, blah. Patreon.com. Hit the join button on YouTube. Support us financially if you so desire. If not, we appreciate the viewership all the same. And Facebook and Instagram on social media platforms to never miss an update or when new videos go out, etc. All right. We're doing Impact first, as you can see in the top left corner of the screen. And then we're going to do Meraki as the other group for this video. So, here we go.
This show was called like Hidden in Plain Sight or something like that.
I liked, honestly, a lot of the open class shows that I saw. I watched like the top 5, and there were some pretty cool shows this year. I'm not going to lie.
The shows are probably easier to understand than the
some of them.
Class shows.
Some of them, they don't try to do too much. And what have we said on here before?
Turn this brightness down. It's like
blinding you.
Yeah, it's like blinding me in my eyes.
This might be one of those videos where I move us to the top.
Oh, yeah, so don't cut out the front.
Well, maybe not. Now I'm covering half the quads. We'll just put us back down there. Yeah, good roll.
And I think they had like 6 snares. It was a good blend.
I think so. 6 and 4 quads.
They had the wildest bass heads I've ever seen.
Oh, they had the see-through ones, didn't they?
The see-through heads.
Hidden? Yeah, makes sense. There's the first of many ghost notes you're going to see.
Yeah, a little play on the words of like Hidden in Plain Sight.
Good bass run at the end of that phrase.
Yeah. I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear the words. I think that's a Billy Madison quote.
Probably. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Been physically assaulted in the ear. A lot of space.
Passing the ball around within the quad line. Going from the 8th note 5 to the triplet roll afterwards. Good.
Just a good approach to the instrument.
Yeah. Solid quality.
Yeah, those heads are sick.
They're really cool. Oh, the tempo blocks from the front. That was cool.
Really cool shaping too. With the basses.
More ghost notes.
Ghost notes are hard, man.
They're okay. They are way harder than you think. If you haven't tried to play ghost notes like within phrases, you have to really practice it. We did a lot of them at Stars in 2010, so I kind of have a lot of, like, in my upbringing and experience, like, work
Ghost
put in already
on the resume.
Yeah, I did it for a whole summer, and I still, when I try to learn them or mess with them, it takes me a few minutes of like slow reps.
Yeah,
they're not easy. So all credit to them because they play a lot of, well, don't play a lot of them.
play the cello rondo.
Yep. At the edge, move to the center. Yeah, the book works so far. I remember thinking on the floor when we watched their finals run, like, it's a book that doesn't try to do, the battery book at least, what I'm speaking on here, doesn't try to do too much. Which I know that's it's open class. They're not going to be playing the vocabulary and the density that a top world class group is going to, but it was still effective. Like, it worked.
Right.
The show, like you said earlier, made sense. Like a lot of the open class shows we saw did, and the books like still were impactful. You don't have to play the hardest thing, like everything in the kitchen sink.
I don't think that WGI is honestly rewarding the most innovative shows anymore. Like, or I won't say anymore like that it ever was or wasn't or this or that, but I just feel like it doesn't really matter. If the show makes sense, it makes sense, and you're gonna have to play clean and move clean.
It's like I've said before in past videos, clean competes. And
it does
the
feel
recaps
like,
show that.
Yeah, I mean, shows like this obviously have to play well, but it's pretty on the nose. It makes sense. At the end of it, you get like that was clever.
There's like a resolution. There's
if
like
you
a
do
cool...
clever things.
Yeah. And they did at the end of
yeah.
their show, by the way. Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube if you haven't seen it. Very cool show.
But it doesn't seem like it needs to be this overly like artistic, like
no, I'm not writing
changing the game.
I'm not writing a dissertation.
Yeah.
And nothing gets pushed forward unless you try to change the game and take risks, and sometimes the risks aren't going to pay off, and it's not going to work, or people aren't going to take to it. I'm going to back up because I just talked over like a front moment. I want to hear what the front was doing there.
Nice add-in from the
Yeah, it's
keys.
layering.
It's a pretty delicate moment. Those are some big cymbals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, diameter-wise.
Yep.
Brush puffy work here.
More trade-offs in the quad line. Cool.
It's funny you said cool, and I was just thinking, I hate splits so much.
Okay, hold up. That was more of like trade-offs than like splitting singles or like splitting 16th notes down the line of quad players. Like, it's a little different. I mean, it's kind of conceptually the same thing, but...
Yeah, I think my pet peeve is just that, like, they're playing, like, a dense rhythm, but trying to make it light. And in my head, I'm like, just play it all together, but play a less dense rhythm. I don't know. So
At a lower dynamic.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get fully where
Personal
you're coming
preference.
from. No. I get where you're coming from.
Nice add-ins.
Yeah. Jumping from edge to center to edge, playing rolls.
Nice.
Very good.
It's funny because pause for a second, just a second. I feel like the book is written. Ooh, nice stick heights here. I feel like the book is
look
written...
at that. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that. Right across the
Yeah,
board.
that was great.
Good for them.
I feel like the book is written with a lot of restraint. Like there are times.
I mean,
where
hearing the front play, it kind of had to be.
There could definitely be more dense moments, but it's just very appropriate. I feel like that's the best word I can use for it in regards to the music ensemble.
That was kind of the theme I took away from the 4 or 5 open class shows we watched on the floor. It wasn't, nothing overstayed its welcome. I didn't notice any group trying to overwrite and honestly, like I said on I think the thesis video that's coming out tomorrow from when we're recording this or something. Some independent world groups could take a page, like study what these top open groups did a little bit in terms of segmental writing, density of notes throughout the, like, complementing what the front's playing more. I don't know. It just, it worked. Appropriate, like you said. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Very digestible is a perfect way to put it. Like, you could also take this book and make it harder without changing it too much, like, rudimentally.
Yeah. The execution obviously helps too.
100%. 100%. Because they are playing well. I won't spoil what was just revealed. Oh, it isn't here yet. I thought we were done. Jumping the gun.
It's pretty much like wrapping up, like, as far as what happens on the floor. But yeah. This show, I'm pretty sure, is on YouTube, so...
It is. I recommend everyone go watch it.
It has a really good color palette.
We're going to switch gears. It's be a little longer of a video today. We're combining 2 open class groups. Meraki will be next. And this is actually also from Robert Martinez. Didn't shout him out, Rbase 311 at the beginning of the video, but go subscribe. Comment, like on all of his lot videos. This was from SCPA finals, you said?
Yeah, which would have been just a week prior to
so
WGF
essentially the end of the season. So
probably warmer in California.
Yeah, they won Independent Open, for those that don't know. And it was 100% warmer.
With the show Euphoria, I believe that's...
that's what it said a second ago.
Robert and George are usually pretty good about including the program.
I think I actually liked Impact's show more than Meraki's, but I think Meraki deserved to win.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, like, it's funny, I was just thinking, I don't remember... Like, I know the show and the Euphoria and the title, but this one didn't connect with me the same way that Impact show did.
But the execution was superior.
I did think that this group would for sure win the music box when I watched them.
Oh, yeah. Good spot roll.
Interesting, they went 6-6 on this Bach. 2 different heads, though.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that. Good point. Yeah, great threes.
Yeah.
Across
a little bit more
line.
Just I won't say vocabulary, but substance compared to what we just watched.
I'll say it, like, more rudimental variety already. Demand, if you will.
Nice.
A lot of space in that phrase. Delicate stick control required with all those singles.
Really runs.
Oh yeah.
Feeding into those just impact moments.
Yep. I've said it before on past videos. When you have moments like that where the flat line and even the front to an extent are just playing those big rhythms, and you just hear the bass line just going to town underneath it. To me, that's one of the most, like, satisfying things to watch a battery do. Even as a snare drummer, it's just super cool and effective.
Dude, there's just so many options when it comes to front ensemble orchestration.
I know. I don't know how people write for front. Blows my mind. Paradox of choice on steroids.
Smooth, buttery.
Oh, those isolated doubles?
Yeah.
We're backing up.
Dude, and even before that, they had the
know.
rhythm, like the 16th note, the baga, which really kind of, for me, the first time I noticed that was when Mac used to do it a lot. But the chicka chicka, those just really close but spaced out groupings of 16 notes. Then the 5 strokes mirrored that.
Stuff like that and the level of execution that it was achieved at tells you why I said, like, I think they should have won. So.
Well, they did.
I know. I'm agreeing with what I'm saying.
Like, that's a...
Woo! Woo! For the front to line that up with them, too. I do remember their show just like feeling good. The whole back half, musically speaking. Front to back alignment. Didn't have a whole lot to say to that phrase. I was just kind of enjoying it. Just kind of bobbing my head, and it worked. It was effective.
For me, the thing that separates like open and world class. Oh wait.
Quad line's
It's sometimes
good.
just like the frequency of like playing, but like the frequency of just like really high inserted demand moments.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I don't want to call it filler notes, but just more like we're gonna write some more basic stuff that complements the front or the musical package as a whole. They pick their spots really well. I feel like is what you're trying to say. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
They pick their spots when to give us the sauce. I feel like a good way to put that. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I feel like that might have been where you were.
Right.
Where you were going.
All right, let's let it here.
I think that was the end of the show. Yep.
But it definitely made sense to me. Like when we were watching Open Class Finals there, in probably like 60 to 90 seconds into the show, I was just like, okay, like I very clearly felt like that was the best group of the season in that class.
Oh yeah.
So
it was pretty obvious, and that's not to put down second place, third place, fourth place. It just sometimes when you watch the top groups of a class, you just kind of know. It's happened in Independent World. It's happened in Scholastic World. You can kind of just tell, like, all right, they're like on a little bit of a different level from a playing standpoint, at least.
Right. That's how we felt in 2022 when we watched finals live. Like, Pulse went on, we were like, yeah, they won.
We were all sitting there. We all looked at each other and went, well, they just won. Like, that was cleaner than anything else we saw all night. You knew it was coming. So, all right. This was cool, super cool. All right, I'll put this out there. We need content for Freedom and Civitas. Having trouble finding stuff. Those are the other two we want to react to on the second open class video.
Finals weekend. Something.
If you've got them, send us links on Instagram. Post the link in the comments on YouTube. I think that's allowed. But yeah, Facebook, Instagram, check out the podcast on podcast services. We really dug what we saw from open class, and we should have a second video after this one coming as soon as humanly possible. So we will see everybody in the next one.
Peace.